Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. It's Fussy again. Since the release of one of my latest videos, which was the Great Gem Heist of Arch Nemesis, I've received some questions about my rogue setup and how to buy the right blueprints, which rooms to reveal, all sorts of different questions regarding Heist. So I decided to make a quick video today and tell you how I've made upwards of 60 to 100 exalts a day, simply running contracts and gem blueprints in Heist. So step one to this process is simply leveling all of your rogues to their max level in their main job. Okay, you'll notice the main job is always at the top of their HUD. So it's always the top job that you will see here. And I would also recommend leveling Gianna to level 2 in perception. The reason why, and also, by the way, this only takes one contract to level her to level 2 in perception, so it's not like it's a long grind or anything. One contract from item level 81 or above, and she will be level 2 in perception. The reason for this is that perception contracts are typically a lot cheaper than deception contracts. For reference, deception contracts are anywhere between 10 and 14C each in bulk, whereas perception contracts are anywhere between 1 to 3.5C each. So you can get them for quite a bit cheaper, and it's definitely worth, in my eyes, to take the cheaper route so we can maximize on our profits. So simply go grab your contracts for Gianna so that you can go ahead and start getting reveals. Now, step 2 is buying the contracts. So how do we do this? We can go to a site like pathofexile.com/trade. This is a site that most of us are all familiar with as the official trade site for Path of Exile. What I like to do is I use PoE overlay myself. It's a neat little tool. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I have provided a link to download their program down below. So if you want to go ahead and get that, you can go ahead and download them, and it's amazing. The PoE overlay tool, what it does is it creates this little box here, and basically you can move this box around if you want. You're not stuck with it in any sort of position, but once you move it there, lock frame position, I can hit Alt M when I'm ready to start buying things, right? So let's take a look. I want to buy contracts for perception right now. So what I'll do is go to the search function here. I'll type in contract. I will ignore the ones at the top because these are all just the unique contracts. You don't need those. Select any one of these ones. Okay, so let's just say like mansion. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the heist filters here, and I want to make sure that I have selected perception level 1 as a minimum and a maximum of 3. Okay, the total eye level, I want to make sure is eye level 81. Once I'm done that, I can hit search, and then it's going to bring up the list of all the contracts available. I can simply go ahead and start clicking this button to send a trade message, and then once it comes up, I can go ahead and start buying those contracts. Now, optionally, what you can do, and something that I typically do, is I use TFT. TFT is another program that you can use for buying contracts, and it's actually really useful in the sense that I can typically go ahead and buy about 100 contracts if I want, within a short 3-second period. You simply go to the Discord channel for the Forbidden Trove. If you've never heard of them, just simply Google it. You can get your invite from the Google there. But once you get into the Forbidden Trove, you simply go down to bulk heist, want to sell, and then you can look on this list here, and you'll see people are selling all sorts of heist blueprints. They're selling contracts, deception, 14 of them at 9C each. He's got perception at 3C each, and he's got 21 of them. So I can just go through here and cherry pick out a bunch of contracts. I'll come out within 5 minutes. I'll have 50 to 100, and I'll go and run those. Once I've run all of those contracts, I'll then go ahead and I'll buy my blueprints, and I'll do that by following the exact same process. So for blueprints, what you want to make sure is that you are buying the right blueprints, I should say. Something to keep in mind is that 3 wing blueprints I will only run if I drop them in a map or in a contract. Yes, they can drop in contracts, by the way, that you're running. You can get blueprints for self-sustain there, which is nice. But the 3-wing blueprints I will only run if I drop them. If they are having to be purchased, I'm only buying a 4-wing blueprint, as the price difference between a 3 and a 4-wing is about 3 to 5 C on average, and that to me is just not worth losing an entire curio wing. So go to blueprints. The only place to grab gem blueprints is either the repository or tunnels, so you want to choose one of these two. Repositories are a little more expensive. I don't know why this is. They both give the exact same rewards, but repositories are generally about 5 to 10 C more expensive, so it might just be that more people are heading towards repository versus the other. So I'll stick with tunnels. I go to total wings in the heist filters, select obviously 1 at a minimum and 4 max. You can obviously just hit 4 max. Sorry, I want to hit 4 minimum. So 4 minimum. And then as far as the eye level, once again, 81. I hit search. And now this is going to bring up all of the unusual gem blueprints that I can buy. So I can just simply go down here, select, and start buying them. They're typically between 30 and 40 C. They can shoot up to around 45 C, but I typically tend to buy them between the 20 to 40 C mark to keep profits in line. Although I'm sure by the end of this video, when you see our amount of profit we make off of the 15 blueprints I have prepared here, that you will be convinced that buying them at 40 or even possibly 50 C may still prove very profitable for you. So what I've done is prepared all of these blueprints for us to run. We're going to go ahead and run them now, and at the end of the video I will present you with a spreadsheet that I have here, and I've prepared a spreadsheet that lists all of the gems tiered out by how much they're worth. So we have tier 1, which are worth 5 plus X, tier 2, 1 to 5, tier 3, 40 to 1. And I've been updating this list since the Great Gem Heist of Arch Nemesis video, so this is an up-to-date list. Ashes of the Stars and alt quality gems are kind of moving in prices every single day, and there's new cool text that people are discovering with the alt quality gems that is skyrocketing their values every single day, but Phantasmal Winter Orb being one of them. So we'll go ahead and run this, and we'll get right back to it at the end of the video. Okay, so the realm went down literally seconds after we finished the test. I was just recording the first take of this, and the realm went down while I was demonstrating that everything was done. So, and I was showing the loot tab and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, I digress. I luckily had recorded all the results, as I said I was going to do. This spreadsheet here has everything that we dropped inside the 15 blueprints that we ran. I divided them by tier 1, 2, and 3 gems. This list has gems 5 plus X, tier 2 has gems 1 through 5X, and tier 3 is 40C to 1X alt. We also have a list here that has random gem drops, so like 15 to 20 C gems, 30 to 40 C gems, just ones that you'll find in rooms where there wasn't anything that was worth taking on one of these lists. Like there was none of these gems, so we ended up with one of these. These gems I still accounted for because, again, you just pop them into a 20C or a 15C dump tab, some for 30 and 40 of course, and then they fly off the shelves pretty quickly. Again, if they're not flying off the shelves within 10-15 minutes, I'll just drop them down 5C in that same tab, and that's when they'll really start to fly. So easy sales on those. They were accounted for in the profit. chaos drops that we got raw was 40. We got 1 prime regrading lens, we got 1 secondary regrading lens, and we had all of these gems drop. So I won't go through each and every gem. However, we took a total of 2.5 hours to run the full test. We had 21.48 exalts gained in the entirety of the test, making for a total profit of 16.68x or 6.67x per hour. So the numbers kind of speak for themselves. I think that if I've said it once, I'll say it again. You need to start doing blueprints. You need to do your heists if you really want to start making some good money in this game and not be wasting time rolling sextants and doing all sorts of trades for scarabs and yada yada yada. That takes so much time and effort. I would much rather just go run 4 rooms in a blueprint, grab 4 gems, and then sell them and make exalts on exalts. But anyways, if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. You can do that down below, and you can also follow me on twitch.tv. That's twitch.tv/FussybirdTV. The link to my channel is obviously down below as well, so you can just check me out there. And if you liked any, if you like to see any more profit tests and things like that, let me know in the comments section, or just let me know what kind of content you guys are after. Yeah, anyways, till next time, get out there and start making some money, you filthy exiles. Peace out.